Video, copying and pasting the titles and such, and I'm sure our Mob Crush and YouTube audience is amused, but sorry for the interruption in the broadcast. And we are live.
This is why.
Okay, so we're back. We're back
Everyone.
with part 5 of our live broadcast, our marathon, and I do see the notification that we're live on my. Oh, captioning is on. Closed captioning is on. Yes.
We can see the words now.
Good job, David B. Hodges. So, yep. We're back. It is 9:27 p.m. That means that we are slightly late on showing our next video, which will be The Phobia Clinic by Joe Bergen. And I will start that now, and please enjoy. And we'll see you on the other side. Yeah, paypal.me/JoeBergen56.
Send in the next patient, please. Bob, is it?
Yes, thank you for seeing me.
Take a seat.
Oh, thank you.
Now, Bob, how can I help?
Well, I have a phobia.
And you've come to the right place.
If you fear it, we can clear it. Right.
It's a work in progress. We're always tweaking it.
Okay. So, anywho, I am.
No, don't tell me yet. I want to show you something. Just you sit back and relax.
But
No, this is going somewhere.
I think I may have come to the wrong place.
No. Wait. There is a point to this. You see, I too have a phobia, but I've learned to live with it.
I don't understand.
I have a phobia of dancing without an audience. You see, I love to dance, but because of my phobia, I can't do it on my own. So now I take every opportunity to dance with an audience. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, so we can rule out burlesque or homoerotic dancing as your phobia, right?
I suppose so. I might develop one.
Enough about me. Think of that as an icebreaker to help you relax. So, tell me about yourself. What is your phobia?
Well, it's difficult to explain. On one hand, I don't have a phobia, and then on the other hand, that's my phobia.
I don't quite understand.
Yeah, I have a fear of not having a phobia.
Interesting.
Everyone these days seems to have an anxiety or a fear or a phobia about something, and I don't, and I feel left out. I've tried lots of things, confined spaces, heights. Nothing worked. Then I started getting panic attacks. It took me a while to realize what it was.
Unusual. I've never come across this before. It sounds like a severe case of FOMO.
FOMO.
You know, fear of missing out.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I don't feel special because I don't have a phobia to define me.
But of course you do. You have the perfect setup. A phobia with no triggers, so it's never really going to affect you.
But it's constantly on my mind. And what's worse, it doesn't have a name. I can't drop it into conversation when I'm talking to people.
I can help you with that. I'm a leading member of the World Association of Severe Phobias, or WASP for short. I have the authority to create names for new phobias.
Really?
Yeah. So let's see now. I have it. Non-phobophobia.
Non-phobophobia. That sounds great. Non-phobophobia. I finally belong. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now that it has a name, you can cure it, right?
You want to be cured?
Ah, I certainly don't want to go through life with non-phobophobia.
But I thought I could try, but it could take a while.
Oh, isn't there a quick version?
I could try exposure therapy.
Oh, what's that?
It's where we gradually expose a patient to their greatest fears until they realize how irrational their fear actually is.
Gradually. Sounds like a long process. Is there no quick fix?
I could try a short, sharp shock version.
I'm up for it.
Okay. This box will usually contain that which the patient most fears.
Okay. Will this hurt?
Hard to say. Open the box.
I'm not sure now.
Come on, this is a safe place. Open it.
It's empty.
Not quite. It has no phobia in it.
Looks empty to me.
It's full of no phobia. Take the lid off completely. And how do you feel?
Confused?
But not frightened.
Well,
You see,
no.
you faced your greatest fear, and you're fine. I call that cured. I think I might dance again.
No. I don't quite understand. It's just an empty box.
You're cured. And best of all, you can tell people that you used to suffer from non-phobophobia. You won't feel left out.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. I see. Oh, wow. Thanks, Doctor. You're a miracle worker.
All part of the service.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I get enormous pleasure from seeing people conquer their fears. Now, there's the small matter of my bill.
Oh,
You can pay in installments if you wish.
what? 500 and... What? But...
You look terrible, Bob. If I'm not mistaken, you're showing all the classic signs of billophobia, fear of receiving a bill. Now, that's a common fear. I have a great treatment for that. So, will I book you in next week, same time?
Fuck off and dance.
See you then, Bob. Nice man. Maybe not.
Welcome back to the Blender, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, PayPal me / Joe Bergen. I will put that in the chat momentarily. And I can't right now because I don't have control over my mouse. We were talking. I was talking mean about my computer, and so it decided to punish me. But yeah, paypal.me / joebergen56. Donate, give money, give our actors and writers and directors money for their work.
Pay the humans.
Pay the humans. And we are back live. We're now in part 5 of the Blender Full of Monkeys. We're sorry for the technical wait, but now we are back live again, and we are ready to bring you all of the news that is fit to print, as you would. There's that on that broadcast, there's that on that broadcast, so the donation links are now out. Please donate to Mr. Bergen. And what do we have coming up next?
It's another Philly DramaCast episode, but this one is a bit special. It's a double bill. So by Bill Burrison and Interrogation by Sheila Mcdonald.
Awesome. And just so everyone knows, it looks like we've fixed our captioning problem. David B. Dale, Monkey D, has resolved the issue for us. So we now have closed captioning on Facebook. We have post-closed captioning on YouTube. And so everything's running rather smoothly. A little late, but rather smoothly. We only have an hour or so left in this broadcast, so an hour and a half. So yeah. We figured it out. We figured it out, Mom, but very last minute.
Well done, dear.
Resident Cynic Mark helping us out as always. So I think I'll drop us right into So and Interrogation. This is by Bill Burrison, and So is by Bill Burrison, and Interrogation is by Sheila Mcdonald. And they will be running together, not concurrently, because that would be really hard to hear. But they'll be running one at a time, one after the other, as a Philly DramaCast replay. And so please keep your stream on. We did see that we have at least one audience member, Alicia Gregor. Thank you for your heart. We really appreciate it. And we want to continue to entertain you, and listening to me talk is probably not as entertaining as listening to a Philly DramaCast replay. So, without further ado,
I'm gonna go tune this one in. I don't think I'm familiar with it at all.
Welcome to Philly DramaCast, where you can discover the writers and actors of Philadelphia from the comfort of your own ears. I'm Robert Rulin, and here's the playbill. Tonight, we'll be presenting 2 shows for the price of 1. First up is So, by Bill Burrison. Everyone in this play wants to connect with the people around them, but they just can't scrounge up the words. This show's players are Marjorie Bicknell as Vondel and Caitlin Sierri as Sage. And now, it's time for the show. We open on a coffee shop on a university campus.
So, So what?
At the end of the day...
What's at the end of the day? Night?
I forgot. I have to tell you...
No, you don't. Not if you haven't told me by now.
I forgot!
So, why are you so forgetful?
I don't know. You keep interrupting me. Here's the thing.
No, it isn't.
I thought it was.
Here's the thing.
Please, we don't need to go there.
You were going there, LOL.
So at the end of the day...
Darkness.
At this point or moment in time, I have to tell you.
I have to tell you. This is no conversation. Like...
I never say like. Who called it a conversation?
But you had a point. Or a story. You must have had a point.
So...
We reap what we... Every word is a seed.
I remember it now.
Okay.
LOL. Hashtag meme app.
Don't tell me you forgot again.
Here's the thing.
Ugh, I hope not.
Screw the teachers.
What?
I mean, post Stoneman Douglas. The Stoneman Douglas shootings.
The teachers. So?
So, I mean the idea that they should carry a piece.
Their idea?
Whose ever idea. Screw that. They're not trained for it. Let the students carry, LOL.
What about a stun gun?
Who said anything about a stun gun?
I did. If the teachers were trained, like, to carry, conceal, and use a stun gun...
That wouldn't kill the killer,
It would stun him.
That's your point?
I didn't have a point. You got me started.
Well, it's a cute idea, but it wouldn't work.
Less hassle, stress for the teacher.
It wouldn't cut it, dude.
Try it. Give it a shot. A pilot program. What's to lose? That being said,
what else have you got? To throw against the wall, just to see if it sticks. A cop? Or a seal in every classroom? Banning guns? Amending the Second Amendment? Putting every mentally ill schnook away?
I wasn't the one trying to make a point or tell a story.
A story? Oh, good luck with that. I can't even complete a complete sentence talking to you.
Or yourself.
Say what?
To yourself. Dude. Man. You are stunningly articulate.
You're a master of the art of conversation yourself.
Is that what this was? Hashtag meme emoji at the end of the day.
Like... That being said... So?
You just heard So by William Burrison. So was performed and recorded and presented with permission of the author. All rights reserved. Our second show for tonight is Interrogation by Sheila Mcdonald. Special agents Dump and Broom interrogate a preteen, but she shows them who has the most brains among the three of them. This show's players are Richard Johnson as Special Agent Roy Dump, Sarah McWilliams as Special Agent Doris Broom, and Julianne Layden as Chicha. And now, it's time for the show. We open on an interrogation room in a police station.
So you think this girl, whatever it is, might have some information on the missing hikers?
Yes, sir. I believe she was the last, person to see them. They visited her mother's store 2 weeks ago.
You call that a store? It's a piss shack in the woods that breeds spiders and should be nuked. Did you see the food in there? Ancient. That's not a store. It's a cesspool. Reeked. Did you see any dead cats?
Yes, sir. No, sir. I didn't see any dead cats. The store was certainly a step back in time, and a cat box. A cesspool.
Where's that girl's mother? She's a witness also. We need to bring her in here.
That won't be possible, sir. Her mother took a bus to Argentina to visit a boyfriend.
A bus to Argentina. You believe that crap? Since when does a bus ride across the ocean? And at what speed? Come on, Agent Broom. Think. When did her mother leave? If you call that a mother. Did you see her picture? She looked like an extension of the shack walls.
She left 2 weeks ago, sir.
2 weeks ago. That's when the hikers disappeared. Now we're getting somewhere.
Excuse me, Agent Dump? Getting somewhere? How is that getting somewhere? She disappeared. We can't question her.
Agent Broom, how many times have I told you? Connect the dots, huh? Think. They disappeared when she disappeared. That's a connection.
A connection, Agent Dump? Coincidence, Agent Dump. Coincidence.
There are no coincidences in life, Agent Broom. They are all connections leading to the truth.
Whatever.
Now, where's the evidence you found? That bag?
Yes, Agent Dump. There was very little credible evidence. Just trash, filth, and dead animals.
Dead animals? Any cats?
No, Agent Dump. Definitely no cats.
Funny. There's always dead cats.
I had to extract this pitted Coke can from the hands of the girl. She screamed incessantly, yelling, "Got Coke?" These naked chickens were all over the basement. Most were headless. The heads were lying in a pile. There were also sheep heads.
Basement? I didn't see a basement.
Agent Dump, you threw up and ran out of there before we checked the basement.
Oh, correct. Filthy place. Gagged me. Why didn't you bring a sheep's head?
I thought this would be sufficient. I might mention that there were cases of Coke in the basement. Most were empty, the metal eaten through by age and the acidity. They were all coded for 1993. That includes the can I'm holding.
Cases of Coke. Stockpile. How many?
Probably 100 or so stacked up against the back wall.
Preparing for something. Doomsday? Germ warfare. Were they filled with plutonium?
Plutonium, sir? No, sir. No plutonium.
Are you sure? Any Agent Orange?
No, sir. The code date was 1993, not 1973. The Vietnam War was over.
No plutonium.
No, sir. I'd be a light bulb, sir.
But you are a light bulb. 2,000 watt.
Oh? Is that all?
5,000 watt.
Whatever you say, sir.
How about I light your bulb 10,000 watts?
Meet me later.
Right. Oh, okay. Where were we? Firearms. Any weapons?
No, sir. Just half a dozen hatchets.
Hatchets, Agent Broom?
To cut their heads.
Yes, animal heads. What do you make of that?
I don't know. There were empty skulls. The cerebral matter removed or deteriorated.
Agent Broom, I need those sheep heads. There may be a connection.
Agent Dump, you don't need the sheep heads, and they are not a connection. They are evidence. Everything is evidence. Samples went to the lab.
Agent Broom, I love it when you get nasty.
Yes, Agent Dump. Nasty and nice. Like your kisses.
Oh, I forgot. Better not the mirror.
Later.
Agent Broom, I think we can question the girl now. Send her in.
Yes, Agent Dump. Guards, you can send the girl in now.
Good God, it's a monkey.
Agent Dump, this is Monkey. I mean, Chicha. Please, sit down, Chicha.
Coke?
Good God, she's like a ping pong. Back and forth. Control her, Agent Broom. Hey, stop messing with my tie. Get her off me. Why is she jumping like that?
Agent Dump, she is unfamiliar in her surroundings, and she's nervous.
Yeah, it's clean. Not like that squalor she lives in. I need Lysol for my tie.
Coke. Brains.
Not now, Chicha. We need to ask you some questions. Chicha, where is your mother?
Mama.
Yes, Chicha. Mama. Where is your mama?
Gone.
Do you know where she went? Chicha? Chicha, look at me. Do you know where your mama went?
Bus, Argentina. Bus, Argentina.
I can't figure if she's a monkey, an aborigine, or a Neanderthal. God, awful creature. Was she raised by wolves?
Agent Dump, pay attention. I need to get some facts.
Yes, Agent Broom, continue.
Chicha, why did your mother go to Argentina?
Brains. Coke. Brains.
What's that supposed to mean? What mother leaves their thing alone like that?
Not a clue. What do you mean by brains? Brains, Chicha.
Brains.
Why is she pointing to her head? This isn't getting anywhere. Chicha, what are all the animal heads in your basement? These animals, Chicha, look. See this? What were they doing in your basement?
Brains.
Chicha, you can't have that. It's evidence. Please, give me that chicken.
Brains.
You see that? She's looking for brains in the mouth of a chicken. Good God, she smells latrine and garbage. Where is that Lysol?
Agent Dump, the brain thing. Do you think they cook them for appetizers or something? Could they be selling them?
Brainy deduction, Agent Broom. Get it?
Agent Dump, you're hindering my interrogation.
I love when you do that.
Don't we have company?
Caca. Caca. Bad. Caca. Bad caca.
What's she doing? Jumping and pointing. Sure she isn't Neanderthal?
Caca. Caca.
Now look what you've done.
But you like it.
Not now.
Right. Continue, Agent Broom.
It's okay, Chicha. He was just joking. Chicha, these animals, what happened?
Brains make smart.
Yes, Chicha, brains make smart. But what happened to them?
Brains make smart.
Well, one question down, no answer. Chicha, look at this picture. Did you see this man and woman in your store?
Caca. Caca. Coke. Got Coke. Got Coke.
What do you mean by caca?
Caca. Caca. Bad. Coke. Got Coke. Got Coke.
Aborigine. Must be Aborigine. Were the Australian Aborigines imported in this region? Are they cannibals?
Agent Dump, please. For your information, Aborigine is not a dirty word. They are the original inhabitants of Australia, dating back some 50,000 years ago. They were the island until the Europeans arrived around 1788. They were tribal, not cannibals.
War paint. Did you examine her for war paint?
Agent Dump, stop! I want to get out of here.
Yes, Agent Broom.
Caca must mean affection. It's obvious she is opposed to affection. Violently so.
She doesn't know what she's missing.
Maybe she does. Got Coke? Brains? I'm not getting the connection here. What do brains have to do with Coke?
You never get the connection. You get evidence or coincidence.
I'll ignore that comment for now, Agent Dump. Chicha, what do you mean, brains?
Brains. Eat. Brains make smart. Eat.
Oh my God! She ate their brains! Did she eat their brains? Oh my God!
Good God, a cannibal! I think I'm going to be sick.
Chicha, did you eat their brains?
Got Coke. Got Coke. Brains.
Chicha, did your mother eat their brains?
Caca. Bus. Bus.
This is bizarre. Creatures from the woods eating unsuspecting hikers' brains. Told you. Aborigine. Cannibals. What does she mean by got Coke?
How do I know? Something doesn't compute with her mother.
Yes, Agent Broom. The connections are not obvious. No coincidence either. No dead cats. There's always dead cats.
Drop the cats, Agent Dump.
Good God, she stinks. How do you book a creature?
Chicha, what is all the coke in your basement?
Got coke. Got coke. Drink coke. Veins.
Get her back in her seat. Good God, she's drinking ancient coke. Why is she choking herself?
She's not choking herself, she's demonstrating.
Drink veins.
Why is she on the floor? They drink the coke, then they pass out. Is that the connection, Agent Broom?
Obviously. Then what is in the coke?
Good God. She poisoned them? Is that what she's saying?
Brilliant deduction, Agent Dump.
What's that? A weapon. I thought they frisked her. She's pointing at our heads again.
Veins. Smart?
It's not a weapon, Agent Dump. It's a straw. Yes, Chicha, brains. Smart.
Eat.
Good God. She wants to eat our brains. Officer! We need handcuffs in here. Officer!
Oh my God! Get her out of here. Chicha, sit back in the chair. Officer! Where are they?
She just sucked coke through a non-weapon straw. Ow! No. Oh. God. Going down. I'm going down.
Oh dear. Where are those officers? Chicha, out the straw. Don't put it down. Put it down. No, Chicha, ow. No, she got me, Agent Dump. I'm coming down.
Veins. Coke. Got coke. Got coke.
You just heard Interrogation by Sheila Mcdonald. Interrogation was performed and recorded and presented with permission of the author. All rights reserved. For information and inquiries about this play, contact the PDC at pdcopportunities@gmail.com. Join us next time when a radio correspondent covers the Battle of Oxford. Philly Dramacast is a production of the Philadelphia Dramatists Center. To see all the latest readings, shows, and workshops the PDC provides, visit pdc1.org. You can follow Philly Dramacast on Facebook and the PDC on Facebook and Twitter. This episode was produced and directed by Caitlin Sierri. Production, recording, and hosting by Robert Rulin. Editing and mixing by Charles Primerano. Original music by Charles Primerano. Recorded at the Spruce Hill Community Association in Philadelphia. Again, I'm Robert Rulin. Thank you for listening to Philly Dramacast. The show's over, but we're always here when you need drama in your life.
All right, and welcome back to the blender full of monkeys. Hooray!
Final countdown.
Dun, dun, dun. And it is 10 p.m. We have 1 hour left of this marathon. 1 hour. 1 hour. Next up, we're going to feature a David Hodges piece. It is Marx and Lennon. Caitlin, you know a little bit about this. Ooh, and there's David Hodges now.
Yep, just in time for the show. Well, Marx and Lennon was something he actually wrote for last year's Fringe Festival, too. And last year's Bake Off. We have a tradition of Bake Off plays moving on to the Fringe Festival.
You want to tell us a little bit about Marx and Lennon, David? You want to introduce it?
Oh, am I in the same meeting twice?
I don't think you are. You left and now you're back as just yourself. Marx and Lennon was something he actually wrote for last year's Fringe Festival.
You do have the audio from the broadcast up, though.
Moving on to the Fringe Festival.
You want to tell us a little bit about Marx and Lennon? I love hearing myself.
I feel like I sound so different, though.
I do, too. It's impossible to hear my own voice and have it identifiable to me.
Yeah, like you know how they say the camera adds 10 pounds?
Good. So I think I'm here just once now.
Okay.
That was freaky. I have a clue. Marx and Lennon. Yeah, that was a written for last year's Fringe. It is a very simple two-hander. It is a job interview. It is a job interview that incorporates some elements that were imposed, such as a pair of red flip-flops, and I'm not sure what else, but definitely
Cat's eye glasses and dancing.
Yeah, cat's eye glasses, I think, were the substitute for the flip-flops. The first version, whatever. Mine has flip-flops in it. Maybe by the time this tape was made, they had become cat's eye glasses. That's also possible.
I think I remember that both of them were featured.
You may be right, and dancing definitely. The interview ends with a dance. It becomes a bit of an impromptu romance. It's fairly absurd, and it takes the form of an interview all the way through, but one at which it's impossible to know what the job might be until it is revealed that the job is a dramaturg, and the job description for dramaturg is who the heck knows? Nobody knows. And it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun and fluff. But I hope the writing is strong, because that's what interested me most about it.
All right.
Yeah.
So without further ado, I will put up Marx and Lennon. Please enjoy.
Hello, and welcome to the Going Viral Festival. I'm tonight's playwright, David Hodges. My pen name, David B. Dale, is a tribute to my parents, my mother Beatrice, who went by B, and my father Dale. That's David B. Dale. I'm a new playwright, though I've been writing fiction since 2007, specifically very short novels of precisely 299 words each. You can Google very short novels in quotes. Tonight's show has more words than that. I didn't count them, but more. I'm particularly blessed to be represented by a very intelligent cast and a talented and insightful director. Please contribute to the Venmo account so my production team can eat this week. Make Venmo contributions to @mal-adjusted. That's maladjusted with a hyphen. @mal-adjusted. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Your job?
Which job?
Is there more than one?
Probably not. Not for you. Not from the look of you.
Should I come in?
I'm just deciding.
I came all the way here.
Is that your only qualification?
I have skills.
Name 3.
I can find things.
Lost things?
What else would anybody look for?
Undiscovered things?
Right.
New things?
Yes.
Things nobody had thought to consider. Planets hiding behind stars. Hidden similarities. Patterns in the social fabric.
Understood.
Ulterior motives. Correspondences between colors and numbers.
That makes no sense.
What color is 3?
Is that a qualification you're looking for?
No.
Why did you ask me?
You said you could find things.
Yes. Is this a part of the interview?
This is preliminary.
Belittling me?
Yes,
Making me doubt my self-worth?
something like that,
To jack up your chair?
if you like.
To put your thumb on the scale?
These are your metaphors. I'm just listening.
To diminish my remunerative leverage by short-selling my abilities?
You don't know what that means. You should talk less. How do you find things?
How?
Give me an example.
Give me an example.
I've lost a flip-flop.
One flip-flop?
One flip-flop.
You still have the mate? That was stupid. I'm an idiot. You come in pairs. You're looking for one, specifically one. Why look for the other if you don't have the mate? I feel like leaving.
I haven't let you in yet.
I'm unemployable.
You're doing fine.
Don't patronize me.
You're doing fine.
So, I can come in?
Yes.
You still want to know?
How you find things, yes.
Okay. Okay. You have one flip-flop. You've lost the mate. A condition almost contained in the statement, you have one flip-flop.
Very nice.
Thank you.
It's subtle.
Yes, it is. It acknowledges...
That I might never have had two.
Yes. So, you have one flip-flop. I've neglected to ask. What color?
Flip-flop?
What color flip-flop? Yes.
Red.
Good.
It matters.
For this example, yes.
You have parameters.
How would I find anything without parameters?
Oh, I beg your pardon. Proceed.
The ground is covered in snow.
In your example.
Snow covered from pole to pole.
Surely we can't see the entire globe. The curvature of the earth.
From horizon to horizon, then.
Even that.
As far as the eye can see.
That's good. Expansive, but not...
Not hyperbolic.
Not so extravagant, yes.
You're impressed.
You're still here. Go on. You occupy a flat terrain. Smooth, white with snow in all directions. Featureless, except for its emptiness, but not empty. Containing an unseen flip-flop. Rich as it were with one possibility. What do you do? How do you find the flip-flop?
I throw the one I have.
In what direction?
Toward its mate.
And by tracking the first flip-flop to where it lands, will lead you to its mate?
With luck, yes.
A good bit of luck.
Unimaginable luck.
This works.
A percentage of the time.
A very small percentage of the time.
An infinitesimally small percentage of the time. But the method is crude. And there's no time limit. And we're not sure there's a mate to find.
But surely there must be. Because we...
Yes.
Merely...
Yes.
Presume that it was.
Yes.
Instead of some other.
Yes.
Some other...
Yes,
equally
some
expansive.
Equally vast and featureless.
So failure is...
nobody's fault.
If we find the mate...
The method is validated.
And If we don't?
And if we lose the one we had?
If we lose the one we had?
In all that snow.
With no dog to guide us.
We no longer need a mate.
So good riddance then.
Good or bad, riddance is riddance.
It's good.
I get the job.
You're still here. What experience do you have with this technique?
I used it on a girlfriend.
You tossed her into the snow?
Ex-girlfriend, I shouldn't have said.
But you were able to track her?
She did some sliding, a bit of running.
Any crawling?
There was evidence of crawling, yes.
And so you found her?
I found her, yes.
Did she lead you to a mate?
Sorry?
The other half of the pair.
I wasn't looking for a pair. In this case. Though I might have been. The technique is the same. Row, track, find. Find what is there.
Find what you seek.
Find what is there.
Was she red?
The girlfriend?
The girlfriend, yes. Was she red?
By the time I found her, she was.
You still want to know about the job?
Not anymore.
I don't blame you.
I might.
It's a theatrical assignment.
Actor?
Please, I can pick up a phone book and point.
If there were still phone books.
If there were still phone books.
Director?
There's software for that.
Are you sure you don't mean...
There's software for that too.
Producer?
So you're rich?
No.
Well, then I don't really see...
What is the job?
Dramaturg.
I'm sorry?
Oh my, but there it is. Dramaturg.
And what is that? A dramaturg?
A dramaturg?
Yes, a dramaturg. What is that?
Nobody knows.
How do you know you need one?
We all need one.
Because?
Because nobody else will read us.
How do I know if I'm a good one?
A good dramaturg?
Yes.
You keep getting hired.
Is there a test?
There is.
May I take it?
Imagine this. You own a pair of gloves.
Okay.
A pair of fingerless gloves.
I'm visualizing that. I can't seem to imagine the point of such a thing, but I am visualizing it.
And you lost one.
One of the pair of pointlessly fingerless gloves.
Exactly. What do you do?
Is this a trick?
What do you do?
This is eerily similar to... Do you not see the...
What do you do?
What's the weather like?
Snowy.
This feels like a trick. I throw the one I have.
In what direction?
Offstage left.
Why offstage left?
Or offstage right, it doesn't matter.
It must matter. Why doesn't it matter?
All directions are the same. Left, right, they all lead to the same place.
End of scene.
End of play.
Death. And all objects.
All objects are the same.
Is this what you tell the playwright?
No. She needs to find out for herself. I tell her, look at the action.
That doesn't sound helpful.
Love, flip-flop, the thing, it's action. The flip-flop is a foot. It's the first false step I took. The time I stood on my own 2 feet.
1 foot.
The time I stood balanced on my own 1 foot. Stood my ground. Best I could with 1 foot. It's the day I kicked off my career. Kicked out my roommate. Gave my old job the boot.
And the 1 fingerless glove?
It's my unclear purpose. My failure to handle things. It's ambiguity.
So, the objects aren't important.
They're props.
The other characters?
They're props too.
So, what's important?
The verbs.
The verbs?
Verbs.
The throwing.
In this case, yes. The throwing. The throwing of the flip-flop across the snow. Throwing of the fingerless glove across the snow. The first step. That blemish on that crisp, white, flat, unbesmirched expanse.
It seems a shame.
To scar it?
Yes.
To trouble it with action?
To put tracks on it.
Nothing happens otherwise. Do you dance? Do you dance? Do you dance?
I'd like to.
Nothing happens if you don't.
Well...
Nothing happens if you don't.
Well...
Shall we throw ourselves out onto that white expanse?
That sounds metaphorical.
Damn straight it's metaphorical.
All right, then.
Tell me I'm hired.
You're hired.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yes.
Do this thing, please. Also,
I don't know who's watching.
I don't know who's watching either.
This is great.
But save the post office. This is a really easy way to send letters to your representatives. Resist that.
Buy stamps. Yes.
Yeah, buy stamps. If you can.
There we are. All right, and we're back from that lovely script by resident Monkey D, and produced by Maladjusted Theater during the early phases of COVID, and written last year, you said?
Written for Free Fringe last year. Written for the... Gosh, I mean, how else would I have gotten the ingredients if it wasn't for Bake Off? But I don't remember participating in the Bake Off before this year, so I'm a little confused myself.
So it looks like it used to be Maladjusted, but has since changed to L Safer. So just to be safe, I wrote both.
Okay. And so folks can donate it to Maladjusted or L Safer on Vimeo. L is the producer for Maladjusted, so
right,
that would make sense. So feel free to donate via Vimeo to those folks. I'm sure they'll appreciate the money. They were very appreciative in the beginning of the pandemic and helpful to all of us who worked on those early projects in distributing money to all of us and during their festival, and helped some artists get a couple of bites to eat here and there.
Yep. And
so do donate to them if you can. Next up in the queue, we have Plague Year by Stephen Niles. Plague Year was also written for this year's Bake Off. One of the good sides of the pandemic is that everyone is a lot less skittish about recording video. There used to be this big divide between live theater and it's Maldash adjusted. So let me copy that. So everyone used to be really skittish about recording and worried about missing out on possible payment. But now folks are a little bit more used to being recorded because it's one of the only ways to get your content out there. And I think that's actually a good thing. I think that being able to use your videos repeatedly, use your productions repeatedly is a good thing, and so people can make money off of the same work that they would normally do, and I think that's a good thing. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but any insights into Marx and Lennon, David?
No, it's just a little bit of character interplay. No great message here. Just an opportunity to have a couple of characters interact in ways that were fresh and surprising every few pages. It felt like to me. Tables kept turning back and forth, and the interviewer kept the interviewee on her toes as long as he possibly could until she finally convinced him that she was his equal in wits, and it was mostly a dialogue exercise and a lot of fun. Just a joy to write, and I really liked watching actors learn the lines and really truly act them, portray them. It was a thrill to see it brought to the screen. When we did it as part of the Free Fringe last year, I had actors who were cast in a more or less impromptu way just to get things up on their feet, and they actually turned their backs to the audience and read from the script into microphones. So it was done more or less as if it were being done on radio or just an audio drama. But it was nice to see it acted by maladjusted. I really appreciated it. And the actors got paid, and everybody made out a little bit. And like you say, some people got work early in the pandemic when we thought it was going to be a short-term thing, right?
Yeah.
Now here we are. We're going to turn the corner, and it's going to be a year of mayhem. So I hope we're all learning a lot, because we got to get something out of this goddamn mess.
Yep.
Yeah, I've learned that most people don't know how to wash their hands. That was surprising.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. If if the skin on your wrists isn't cracking, then it's not clean enough.
I think there's a lower level that most doctors are okay with, but I'll accept your test.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
what's your new background? It's quite illustrative.
That's pretty.
Kind of cute, isn't it? Yeah, it's a jungle at night.
Is it from a specific thing?
No, it's from a place. It's from. Here you go. I'll put the link in the thingy. In the chat.
Did anybody see? Anybody see Describe the Night?
Oh yeah,
Wilma?
I saw that.
At Wilma.
Yeah, that was really good.
Wasn't that a beautiful piece of setting of that woods at night with all the tree trunks? And yeah, that was very beautiful.
Yeah, this kind of remind me of that, and like the lower level with like basically the 3 walls that are made entirely out of filing cabinets.
That was amazing. Truly amazing to be utterly surrounded by banker boxes, I guess, filing cabinets, I should say. Yeah.
Man, they did some amazing multi-layer stuff before it shut down. Like, I remember Dionysus was such a nice man too. Like, especially when I feel so bad for forgetting her name, but she was supposed to be the daughter of Oedipus's adopted parents, and she was like, and she discovered that all the sheep were dying of a plague, and basically she tossed each one over the cliff. You know, after seeing it was dying, she would like hold them up to her face, she would mourn them, and then just chuck them over the cliff. And then she'd pick up another one and mourn them and chuck them over the cliff. And she picked up one and she was like, I never liked you, and then chucked it over the cliff. She picked up another one, chucked it over a cliff, and went, oh my God, it's still alive!
Dear God. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yep, that kind of thing you can't do on Zoom. I'm sorry. You can't be throwing sheep over the cliff.
Yeah, I don't think you can even do like a 10-minute packing scene like they did in Man of God either.
No, it's true. That wouldn't work at all.
Yeah, how many of you went and saw that?
That was good. I like that show too.
Yeah, it was really good. And like the entire packing scene. Ugh, I won't spoil anything, but it just made my flesh crawl.
Yeah, it was excruciating. It took forever, and every minute of it was vivid, and yeah, it was really good. Very good.
I think my least favorite part was when Kyung-hwa had to go over to the pastor to ask for her sweater because he was sitting on it.
Yep, and he was going to make her take every step of that walk, and
Yep.
And make sure she understood that there was nothing they could do about their situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was totally in control of them.
Yep.
Like you say, your skin crawls.
Well, speaking of skin crawling, I'm going to rough segue into Play Gear.
Right.
We're going to show you Stephen Niles' Play Gear, recorded from PDC's Bake Off a little less than a month ago. Yeah. Not much less than a month ago, but a little bit of time ago. And we will have one more video for you after that, which is Plenty. And not that it is Plenty, but it is Plenty by Lauren Volpone. And then we will sign off for the night and sign off for the festival. And so folks can watch it in replay, watch sections. We'll when we post it up, we'll post little timestamps that you can get to the content that you want to watch just by clicking. And so please enjoy Play Gear by Stephen Niles.
Play Gear by Stephen J. Niles.
Setting outside a mud brick hut somewhere in Egypt a long, long time ago. Dressed in a simple tunic, a man, Seth, sits perched in the upper branches of an olive tree. Gideon and his wife Leah, both in festive robes, emerge from the hut and stroll into the tree. Leah carries a wrapped gift. An olive falls from the tree and bops Gideon on the head, causing him to pause and look up.
Seth, is that you?
Yes, Gideon. Good morning. And good morning to you, Leah.
Good morning. Good morning, Seth.
Seth?
Yes, Gideon.
Why are you sitting in our olive tree?
I am hiding.
I see. Shall we, Leah?
Just one moment. Seth?
Yes, Leah.
What are you hiding from?
The plagues?
The plagues?
Yes.
Leah, let the man be. We're late for the party.
No, wait. I would like to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, very well.
Seth?
Yes, Leah.
I understand that this past year has been lousy with plagues, but do you really think hiding in a tree will be an effective way to avoid them?
I don't know, but I'm prepared to try.
Seth, listen, my friend. These plagues have been hard on all of us, but you really must come down and face them.
Yes, and for all we know, they have to run their course. I mean, there have already been, how many would you say, my husband?
Well, there were the frogs.
Yes, but they were not the first.
Oh, no, that's right. Well, what was first?
The rivers.
Oh, yes, that's right, the rivers.
They turned to blood.
Yes, all the water in the land turned to blood, killing off all the fish. And there was this awful stench.
Ah, yes, I remember. How could I forget that stench? But then that cleared up, didn't it?
And then came the frogs.
Indeed, slimy little things, constantly underfoot.
Everywhere you turned. Frogs.
But that wasn't so bad, was it? I mean, once we started eating them, they were rather delicious.
If prepared properly.
You became quite the deft hand at fricasseed frog legs.
Oh, you're too kind.
But you remember what came after the frogs, don't you?
Oh, what did come after the frogs?
Was it lice?
Or gnats?
It's all a blur.
Indeed. So was it flies after that?
Or rampaging animals?
I honestly have no idea.
I really thought Priya would have caved to the demands of that upstart Moses by then.
From what I heard, he nearly did.
No.
He promised to let the Hebrews go down into the desert as long as they didn't go too far. So Moses prayed to God and the flies went away.
Or the rampaging animals.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, but the Pharaoh reneged, didn't he?
Yes, well...
You see, what we need in these uncertain times is a leader who's up to the task, not flip-flopping, letting his people go 1 minute, hardening his heart the next.
Now, to be fair, some say God made his heart harden.
Don't believe the conspiracy theories.
Seth, cool yourself. You're getting worked up.
Of course I'm getting worked up, because you remember what came next, don't you?
Pestilence.
Pestilence? All the livestock dead. And you realize what that meant for me, don't you? I lost my job.
I didn't know that. What happened?
I'm a camel castrator. All the camels died. No more camels, no more knobs to lop.
How colorful.
So there I was, jobless in a plunging economy with the worst plague that comes.
The boils.
The boils.
You could have taken some precautions.
Oh, I tried. As I saw the boils erupting on man and beast alike, I gathered up as much personal protective equipment as I could manage, but the resources were scarce. The best I could manage was a tiny PPE suit, barely able to cover me. And then, bam, boils bursting all over my body. It was horrific. The pain was excruciating.
I remember.
Hebrews made it out all right.
Yes, you notice how everyone in Goshen makes out just fine. Something is up with that.
Some say they're God's chosen people.
What is up with you and the conspiracy theories? Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Nothing.
So, was it the 3 days of darkness next?
I think so.
No, it was the hail.
Oh,
yeah.
Massive storms, deafening thunder, huge chunks of ice raining from the sky, obliterating everything in their path. Band after band of storms rolled through. Just when you thought it was over, new bands came through.
How could I forget?
Silly of me.
I mean, after a while, you just kind of get used to it. All the death and destruction, you just kind of go numb to it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's sad, really.
I know.
Oh, and the locusts.
Oh, right. After the hail.
Came the locusts.
Then the 3 days of darkness.
Yes.
Wow. That was a lot of plagues. How many was that? 7, 8?
9?
I lost count.
Me too.
Well, that's got to be it.
You would think so.
Didn't Pharaoh make a deal with Moses during that dark spell? He said the Hebrews could go if they left all their flocks and herds behind as a pledge.
Yeah, but I heard from the ladies as well that Moses actually turned him down, said that he would accept nothing less than complete freedom.
Oh, please. What a spoiled bastard. Don't let the Hebrews know. If you're going to come to the negotiating table, you've got to be willing to compromise.
Serves him right if they never got out of Egypt.
Exactly.
Oh, well, shall we get going, my dear husband, my glorious lover, my sweet Valentine?
What's that?
Nothing.
Don't go. Go back into your home. Hide yourself.
Seth, my old friend, there couldn't possibly be any more plagues.
Yes, and we really must be going. We're late for the party.
What party?
A birthday party.
I've been wrapping a present all morning. It's right here.
Whose birthday?
The Pharaoh's firstborn son, of course. The whole city's invited.
Yes, so come down out of that tree and join us.
Do like parties.
Well, all right then. And no more talk of plagues.
I suppose not. And thank you both.
For what?
After a year of plagues, I was going a little batty. Thank you for stopping and taking me down. I'm glad you just didn't pass over.
What's that?
Nothing.
And we're back. And we're back. And we're back. It is 10:40 p.m. We have one more video to share with you. That video is 8 minutes long, so we have about 12 minutes to fill. Yeah, I have really enjoyed hanging out with you guys.
Me too.
Yeah, same here.
We've had lots of interesting conversations outside of our broadcast, during our broadcast, because we've already seen all of these pieces and we love them, but we can discuss them without watching them again, and so we've been having lots of conversations about PDC and production and all kinds of interesting things that maybe we should also share with folks at some point in the future. But we could make a whole PDC vlogcast series about different issues. Although I'm sure my fellow monkeys are tired of staring at screens at this point, so I might not be able to convince them to do anything on screen for a couple of months. But yeah, no. What do we got coming up? You both, Caitlin and David, mentioned some things that we're going to share in the newsletter. We could also share them here.
Yep.
What do we got coming up?
A lot of PDC playwrights and actors who have worked with the PDC before are involved with 154 Revisited. I can get the web page that lists like the full amount of people who are involved, or at the very least the full amount of people who are involved who are affiliated with PDC somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I know Kenya Jackson, who is one of the founders of Josca Theater, has written some sonnets for 154 Revisited, and I know that Shelley Pensamal Bookler has also written some sonnets for 154 Revisited, and Rosemary Perillo has done so as well. Let's see, 154 Revisited. I know that Donovan Lockett, who is interested in joining our board, has done some work for 154 Revisited, along with Reva Stover, Devin T. Hang on a moment. Devin T. Gavin, and let me wait until I get like the full list. I know Pratima Agrawal, who did some stuff with PDC. She was one of the actors we were looking at.
You want to tell us the 154 Revisited concept? Why contributors are offering sonnets?
Oh yeah, Revolution Shakespeare is a company in Philadelphia that's hoping to make Shakespeare more accessible to the here and now. And one of the things they specialize in is remakings of Shakespeare plays, reinterpretations. So in an effort to bring more love into the world, they decided to do 154 adaptations of Shakespeare's 154 sonnets.
Adapted how? Freely or with parameters?
The only parameter is no longer than 10 minutes. I think they're like one of their maximums was actually 6 minutes, because I do remember timing to make sure my plays were no longer than like 8 minutes. And it could be video, it could be audio, it could be song, it could be in iambic pentameter. It doesn't have to be in iambic pentameter, as long as it follows the general gist of what's going on in the sonnet. For instance, sonnet 79 was, don't remember by heart, but the general gist was Shakespeare talking to his lover and talking about how everyone's talking about how like other poets are now writing about the fair youth now too, but and feeling jealous that other people are writing about his muse and saying, the only reason they can write such beautiful words about you is because you're so beautiful. So they're basically just plagiarizing you. And I turned that into a relationship between like a food influencer and one of his followers on Instagram.
Very nice.
Yep. So we've got Kenya Jackson. We've got
that's a massive collection, 154 short plays.
We've got Shelley Pensamal Bookler. We've got Rosemary Perillo. We've got, Teresa Miller, who came to a couple of PDC workshops. We got Jacqueline Goldfinger, the woman, the legend herself.
Yeah.
And Stephanie Kyungsun Walters, the woman, the legend herself. Philadelphia has a lot of legends.
Yeah. How were the playwrights selected?
Recommendations, that's the thing. One of the actresses, and I believe she's also a playwright, Taiwo Sokan, She was asked to do some stuff for the for 154 Revisited. She was asked for recommendations, and then when I was asked to write some sonnets, I was asked for recommendations, and I sent a big list of playwrights and actors over to Ty Verley.
Nice.
And they had to keep it down to like about 50 playwrights.
Yeah. That's a huge undertaking. Were all the pieces self-produced?
They were not. Revolution Shakespeare produced all of them.
Whoa. They just collected scripts? Wow.
They collected scripts, and they paid the actors, they paid the playwrights, they paid the directors.
This is huge.
Yeah, I still have the check. I'm not going to show it because it's already been cashed, but I am totally going to frame it.
It's an ongoing production?
Yeah, it ends, but it's a limited time. It ends on October 5th, but you can go to Revolution Shakespeare website or their Facebook, and you can go on their website, revolutionshakespeare.org. You can watch any of the sonnets as much as you want.
Amazing.
And all of them are free of admission, and not only are they in the Free Fringe, they are in the Fringe Festival, the Big Mama.
I see. So they're hoping they'll make some money out of the Fringe and also offer it up for free.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to pay, and the playwrights didn't have to pay a cent to get in.
Yeah. Nice. Well, good. That's a colossal undertaking.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have more respect for the title now, which I didn't really appreciate very much when I first heard it.
It needs there is an element that it needs somewhere it doesn't quite get the idea across.
Some kind of marketing hook.
Yep.
But
54 sex tapes.
Yeah, but it's very.
Mark Knight, everyone. Mark is available for your marketing consultation needs. He's cheap.
Hit me up, people.
He's cheap, but he's quick and he's good.
I'm cheap.
Yeah, but yeah, the emphasis is on cheap there, but he's very, very cheap.
We also want to mention that that our President Emeritus, Greg Nani, not very long ago, the moderator of the Happy Hour, and I think the president of the organization.
I think he also founded the Happy Hour too, the one based at
Founder of the Happy Hour, is that right?
Yep.
He's got a show in the Free Fringe also called Fat. I put a link up there. It's a very easy link, freefringephilly.com/acts/fat. So I guess
I've copied that to all the chats.
That's good. So that's something that everybody should take a look at. He did a show in last year's Free Fringe. I guess it was, I think it was last year's Free Fringe, the Depression Show. Anybody see that?
I did not see it, but I did hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the Solo Fest too, if I remember.
Solo Fest. You're right. That was Solo Fest.
How do you guys see anything? I end up getting so busy that I only see the things I'm actually working on.
Yeah. It is.
Well, usually I'm not working on anything.
Yeah. I tried to make it a point to see as many shows as I could of people I was meeting when I first got involved with the PDC. So the Solo Fest, I saw Leah Lawler's Solo Fest show also. Yeah. So you see it if you feel you must.
Yeah. And
sorry, go ahead.
let's not forget Ardency Hall Karambe's production, #AllLivesDon'tMatter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's also going on until October 4th, and it's basically performing every single day of the week. Tickets are only $5. It is in the Fringe Festival, not the Free Fringe Festival, but it is worth every penny.
anything's worth every penny when it's $5. Let me start this video so we have a minute to wrap up afterwards. It is an 8-minute and 19-second video, so I'm going to start. This will be Plenty by Lauren Volpone, and please enjoy.
Thank you for tuning into the BBC1.org Bake Off. And will you, everybody else, mute yourselves if you're not those 3 people mentioned. Please mute everybody, please. One meeting, comrades. Thank you. Just mute yourselves and the 3 of you go. Thank you.
Adam stacks containers of water beside a pantry door and a rundown bar. The windows are boarded up, no customers in sight. He is young and sweet looking. There is the sound of metal scraping on the doorknob, and the door opens. Adam pulls out a shotgun from underneath the bar and points it at the intruder.
Get back, you fiendish, hellish, malevolent beast!
Billy presses his back against the wall, hands in the air.
Oh, Billy, it's you. Come on in, let me pour you a drink.
You were expecting someone else?
Had a run-in with a few of the monsters earlier this afternoon. Just some damage to the door frame from their claws, nothing serious. If I had known it was you coming in...
You'd have pulled the trigger.
You're hurt.
He rushes to Billy's side and helps him toward a bar stool.
Did one of the beasts get you?
A beast did. Myron caught me trying to take some food from his garden. Got me in the leg before I saw him coming. All I wanted was a tomato. Another.
Is it serious?
Not for me. Myron's going to have to breathe through his mouth for a while. Broke his nose.
I'll get some bandages.
Don't bother. I had worse.
Could get infected.
And I'll escape this hellscape a little bit sooner.
Myron should have never done that to you.
He did what he had to do. If someone tried to take my food, you'd best believe they'd regret it. It's every man for himself out there.
We could still survive this.
There's no we anymore, kid. Society's a thing of the past.
Well, you and me could still survive this.
I've got nothing left to trade. No food, no comfort.
We'll figure it out.
Another. I wouldn't have picked the lock, but I thought you'd have left with the others. Greener pastures in a guarded community down south where it's warm. Not many of us left up here.
Not me. This is home. My dad left me this bar when he was retired, before he turned.
You don't have to say it, son.
You were a good friend to him.
He was a good man. What do I owe you?
Just some company.
I can give you 2 cigarettes and a few bullets.
Those things will kill you.
The doorknob rattles. Billy and Adam watch it.
You locked the door when you came in?
Didn't survive this long leaving doors unlocked.
Adam puts his hand on the gun, the rattling stops, and he takes it off.
Besides, I'm well set up here. Last pub at the end of the world. Miles away from anyone to find me, rob me. Dad was a prepper, so I got plenty of canned goods. He collected clean water, so I got that stored in the basement. Even have a filtration system set up out back to collect rainwater.
He opens the pantry and begins to put the water inside. Billy takes him the canned goods piled high to the ceiling.
I didn't realize you had such a nice setup here.
Enough to last a year or more, at least.
I haven't had a real meal in weeks.
Black beans, yams, peas, beets.
Is this your full stock?
Well, I got some down in the basement, too.
That's a lot.
I'm lucky, I guess. But I have to say, I'm happy to trade a few shots of whiskey to hear someone else's voice.
You get used to the silence.
Leans forward, his hand moving toward the gun. Adam turns around and he leans back.
You've been alone since Sheila left?
You mean when she abandoned me in my sleep? Disappeared into the sunrise and took our car and most of my rations with her? Yep.
Billy takes out a gold pen and begins to pick his teeth clean.
Do you miss her?
It was a doomed relationship from the start, before all this happened. She was always after my stuff, not the first woman either. Met her on her dating app for Asian women. I'm not even Asian. Messaged her every day for 3 weeks before she responded. This is what I get. Everybody's always taken from me.
I don't remember you having too much before.
A lot more than I have now.
Holds the pen up for Adam.
Gold, it's funny. Gold's worthless. Money is worth even less. But the consequences of social media will last me for the rest of my life. Nothing left to take from me.
Yeah, everyone told me my stamp collection would be worth something when I got older. That was a waste of my preteen years. I spent so much time buying rare stamps, and now there's not even a postal service.
Nothing's got value anymore.
Some things do.
Those cans of beans do.
I meant things like kindness.
That clean water matters.
Peace.
A full stomach matters.
Friendship.
I'm glad that I stopped by here tonight.
Oh, I'm happy that I could help. You want another shot?
I'm good.
Adam turns back around to organize his supplies in the pantry. The way Billy leans forward and suddenly picks up the shotgun. You stand. He shakes as he aims it toward Adam's back. After a moment, he lowers it, ashamed.
Why don't you take a few of these with you when you go?
Adam turns around and sees the gun in Billy's hand.
What are you do?
An animal-like screech sounds out from outside the window. A hand claws at the glass.
They're back.
Billy rushes toward the window and fires twice through a hole in the glass. Adam ducks low behind the counter.
That should do it. The rest are running.
Thank God you heard him.
Heard him?
And when you picked up the gun.
You said you were going to survive this.
Billy limps back toward the door. He lifts his injured leg up in the seat and winces in pain. He leans his head back and closes his eyes.
I said we are going to survive this. May I? The gun?
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
Adam puts it underneath the counter.
You're bleeding.
I'll be fine. Got some bandages back at the homestead.
Why don't you stay here for the night? I'll keep an eye on you.
Thanks. But I'd better be heading out before it gets too dark.
Don't forget your food.
Keep those cans for yourself, son. That's one more week for you.
Adam is at the door. He puts the cans in his hands.
You'll come back if you're hungry?
I'm a survivor. I'll figure something out.
Be safe.
All right. And we're back. Welcome back to the blender full of monkeys.
There we go.
PayPal me/PDC playwrights.
Yeah.
Please donate.
Send us some money.
Donate. Give people money.
Mother.
And give the people the money. I will paste that link one more time in the chats. So anybody who stuck it out with us to the end of this marathon, I don't believe there actually are any of you, you know? But give us a like, give us a subscribe, join us for our next adventure in the world of COVID, and we will join you in giving you the entertainment that you so feverishly desire. Mark has promised us all dancing and drinks, so I'm gonna go put on my tux, and Anybody else have any last words of wisdom?
I have a slinky little number, and I'm going to slip into also. It's going to be a lot of fun. I may do it off camera, but I will highly entertain myself and my family.
Is there any way to talk about your wife, David?
Yeah. Slipping into the slinky little number.
I knew you'd pick it up. I knew you could.
I mean, I heard it in my head. I just didn't want to repeat it.
Yeah. I knew.
Yeah.
I knew if I just waited long enough, Caitlin just went up like a candle.
It's getting late, folks. It's getting very, very late.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's been a blast. I really enjoyed,
Countdown 3, 2,
really
1.
enjoyed hanging out with you.
All right.
All right.
My computer has finally fallen asleep. My other computer has finally fallen asleep. I think I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Bobby Joe.
Night.
Good night, Gracie.
Thanks, everyone.
Just 10 more minutes, I think we can beat muscular dystrophy. Once and for all. At least the Duchenne's virus. Is that the type that they showed some progress with? Yeah.
For just pennies a day.
Just pennies a day.
For $5.40 a day, you too can support an American.
Yep.
So long, everybody. See you at the happy hour. Tuesday,
All right.
Monday, February.
Whatever.
Monday,
Not
February
this
15th.
Monday, but next Monday.
Not this Monday, but next Monday.
All right.
September 28th.
Chicken pie and some drink. All right. Listen, it's
Night
great.
all.
I'd love to do it again, but let's not. See
Yeah,
you.
no.
Okay.
I
All right.
see.
Take a year off.
All right.
All right.